A lot of you are going to be aware that my parents and I launched an Amazon FBA product, and we did it for under $300. My mom's just tired of working at her day job. She's worked there for like 15 years now, not getting paid enough, and we're going to get her some passive income because my parents have been talking about traveling the US for the last 15, 25 years, and we're going to finally let them do it. So the results are in from this launch. I'm going to show them to you, break them down, because just looking at these numbers, they don't look that great. But once I show you from the eyes of an experienced Amazon seller and interpret them for you, it's going to mean a lot more because I am very excited about this product and what it's going to do. So this is a product that my parents found 3 months ago. They were at a friend's house. She had bought a product on Amazon. They were using it, and there were some issues with it. So they put on their detective hats, went onto Amazon, and saw what was out there. And really, they come to find out by looking at the reviews mostly, and then also buying a couple and trying out some themselves, that pretty much the whole market has this same issue. And nobody's come in and fixed it. And it's a product made of wood, so my dad, being that me and him had a construction business together for a long time. I think I worked with him for 12 years. He knows how to do a little woodworking. So he actually got ordered the wood and made 30 of these units himself. And we sent them into Amazon. Now, my parents know nothing about how to use any of the Amazon tools. It took me an hour to teach them how to look at the tool. I use Profit Beast that shows you how much a product is selling on Amazon. That's the only tool they know how to use, and barely at that. But I was able to tell them that there was some potential in this market, and their idea, their innovation they brought to me was good. It was good. So we did it. They spent a lot of time actually putting these 30 units together and getting them ready for Amazon. But it was a great learning experience for them. And here's what the results are. So this is actually Amazon Seller Central. I've made it smaller so you can't see the private info because I don't want their product getting out to thousands of people. That'd be a really shitty thing for me to do. So you can see we got the product in. The first one sold on the 28th of July. And, it took us 20 days to sell 28 units because we kept 2 of them back just for samples for future use. We're going to send one of them to China, so our future supplier over there knows exactly what we want, so they can just replicate it. But that doesn't look very good. That doesn't sound very good. That's only like 30 units that's only like 40 units a month. How can that make us any money? But what we gotta look at is how this product really picked up. Because I made a pretty critical mistake here starting off. The first one was I priced the product too high. I did all the product pictures myself. I went over to my mom's house. I sat down a white tarp. I put the product on top of it, and I took the pictures out in the daylight. And then I went inside and I edited them on my laptop, and I uploaded them to Amazon. So I did this whole thing in a process of 3, maybe 4 hours to do all of this. And that was the last time I touched it before the products got in. And I was in a huge rush because I still ended up being 2 hours late because of some other stuff, including a flat tire that I got to my friend's place that I was supposed to go to that night. So I was in a huge rush and I forgot to drop the price because this is a product we want to sell for between $20 and $22 once we're established. But launching a product, I always launch products at a lower price because they just get more sales and you get more traction and you take off way, way quicker. So I made the mistake. You can see our first product price sale was at $19.99, and we kept that a while until here. It was $21.19 because it includes some tax. But you can see here, I lowered the price to $14.99, and that's when the magic started to happen, right? That's when we started getting some sales. That's when we had one person here order 8 units. 8 units. This is a product businesses would buy, and I know exactly what kind of business bought it. But then you can see we sold 1, then we sold 5, and then we sold 7, and then we stocked out. So that's all the data I have. But what I see here is that when I lowered my price, the product really started to take off. which is great because on my second Amazon product, my product sat really stagnant and I didn't know what I was going to do with it until I lowered my price. And then it started to take off, and now it's making me some money every month. So it's a really, really good strategy. And you need to realize too, as a new seller, like Amazon products take a while to take off. Oftentimes they'll take 4 to 6 weeks to go from zero to where they're going to their actual sales, where they're going to end up eventually selling and maxing out. So for this product to continually increase like this, right about 10 days in, we started really seeing some traction start to take off. That's super normal. And it tells me that sure, we started moving some units these days, but we have a lot more upside. We just didn't have enough time to get to. And the most important thing that you're just not seeing in these numbers is that my first picture sucked. Having taken these pictures myself and looking back on them afterwards, okay, pictures 2 through 6, they look phenomenal, and they do a really good job of communicating what we did to make the product better. And also, if you read the title, you're going to have a pretty good idea of what we did to make the product better. But customers only have 2 things to know your product's better and to click on to buy your product, okay? They see the picture, first picture, and they see the title. So when my first picture sucks, and it does suck, the product is super high quality, looks phenomenal, but it just looks like a very cheap Chinese product in this first picture, just mostly because of the light. And it's my fault. I didn't even realize it looked that bad when I started. So despite that, our product still did start to sell, which is kind of shocking to me because the way ranking works on Amazon, if people don't click on your Amazon product, they can never buy it. And I am just shocked people clicked on it, honestly, because the first picture was that bad. So that tells me the innovation we did was really powerful because even though our click-through rate was super low, we still got sales. So I really believe once we fix this first picture and it looks just as good as the other first pictures, because the top sellers have really good first pictures, we're going to have we're going to be able to sell even more. This product would have taken off quite much faster. Now you guys are going to see the advertising that we did. So I took a screenshot of that. So I only been able to get a screenshot of the last week before I got logged off of it. Because when you have 2 seller accounts, which my second one's my mom, I got to access it through a VPN because you don't want Amazon to think you have 2 seller accounts of your own. It's bad. So in the last week of this product where it actually sold the most units, we spent $40 on PPC. We spent a total of about $60 total. We got $60 in sales, so 4 units, and it cost us, 65% to advertise. Yeah, it's okay. Honestly, when you're launching a product, the 65% ACoS is totally normal. Now, ACoS tells me at 65%. That means I have to, for every $100 in sales I generate from ads, I have to spend $65 to generate that from ads. Yeah, it's okay for a launching process. I'm not expecting to make money. But what you can see here is that 4 sales out of all of these sales came from ads. So only a small percentage of them actually came from ads. We were ranked 1 on the main keyword for this product. Well, we were ranked on page 1 for the main keyword for this product, but this is just not a huge market. There's 2 guys selling $10,000 to $15,000 a month, more like 12 to 15 a month. And then there are a couple selling, 6 to 12K a month. And then there's multiples that are doing less than that, but I'm pretty confident with this innovation. We're going to be able to get to at least 6K a month. It's very possible we become, the top 2. We could make this market a top 3 and we become one of them. Because even if this product only sells 6K a month, which I have a hard time imagining it won't once it becomes established, we still have 0 reviews on the product. That's still 2K a month profit for them. That's a lot of money. That's almost as much money as my mom makes at her current job because she works at a school. She's a para, so she works with the disabled kids. So she doesn't make much money. She's working at a school. At least in the U.S., people working at schools do not make money. So that would be a lot of money, and it would be able to replace most of her income off of one product. And if it sells 10K a month, that will replace all of her income easily, plus a little bit. So I'm very excited for this product and what is go. Our next steps are we're going to be finding a supplier for this product. I'm going to be taking the 2 samples I have, and I'm going to be shipping them off to China. I'm at a point now in my Amazon journey where I'm blessed to have a sourcing agent who will actually help me find factories for products. So I'm going to ship him the sample for my parents, pay him some money, and have him find a factory for this product, because it's simply not expandable. There's no way I'm going to be able to actually make money with how long it takes us to manufacture them, because we're not efficient, and most importantly, our labor is worth way more than it is in China. So we're going to find a factory to produce it. We already have a good idea of what it's going to cost because we reached out to suppliers on this website called Alibaba, where there are hundreds of thousands of different suppliers. So we know about what it's going to cost. We just need to get a final price. That's it. That's all there is to it. So you guys could easily do something like this yourself. One option, and I've tried this before, is to actually buy a bunch of units from Amazon. Buy it from one of your competitors and then make the modifications yourself and send the product back in. I actually have some products over here. I can't see off camera. I went over here to Home Depot today and I bought a bunch of stuff to help me modify a competitor's product, some glue and some other stuff. So honestly, I actually could modify a bunch of these and send them in, but that would take a lot more effort for what it's worth, because I'm very confident this is going to be a good product. I don't need to modify 30 of them, send it in, and then test it. But if you had some questions about a product you have, you could buy 30 of your Amazon's competitors, modify them, and then put them back up and see how they do. It'd be super easy. Sure, you're not going to make any money. You're probably going to lose some money, but it is worth it to lose some money to know for a fact that when you spend $5,000 or whatever you spend to order a product, that you know it's going to succeed, right? This is enough data to tell me that we are going to sell these products. I don't know exactly how much I'm going to sell. It could literally be $3,000 a month, or it could be $12,000 or $14,000 a month when this product, 4 months from now. I don't know. But either way, I know I will not lose my money if I invest in it. I just don't know how much I'll make or how fast I will get back my initial investment. So if you guys want to see how I pick products and, why does this product even work? I'm going to show you why it works to launch just 30 products. I explained it all in the original video. That's right here. And if you want to see how I actually research products and just pick them in general, because there is a strategy. The gurus are not teaching it. And it's what makes my products the most likely to succeed. Put a link to that playlist right here. It's the best videos I got on this channel. Smash the subscribe button and understand, Amazon takes hard work, but it's paying off. It's paying off right now for my parents. I'm going to make them a couple K a month every month.